Animaniacs. Lights, camera, action. I think this cover art is shit. There is this unknown character that takes half the space. Then you have the Animaniacs twice on the generic logo up top and then on the thing underneath. It's like them trapped in a camera. It's them nothingness. Like the actual cartoons are so fun, but and the games are not bad. But when it comes to theming, it's always like, yeah, movies. I guess that's it. That's the entirety of the spirit of the Animaniacs. Just realized we're missing the excellent Looney Tunes LCD games. There are very few of those. They're not emulated. I couldn't even find clean videos of most of those. I played the only one I could emulate, which was the Space Jam game. Apparently there is like a very rare Taz themed Tamagotchi game. Imagine being able to just starve Taz to death. Watch him shit around. But yeah. We're missing some of those. There are a few I couldn't... I hit the microphone. Didn't even start the game yet. Alright, we're still with Ignition Entertainment here for the publishing of this game. Now, this game is the very last Warthog game that we're gonna be playing. And I'm pretty sure this one was released only in Europe. At least yeah, it was only released in Europe, at least the GBA version. Let me check my notes here. This game has a few interesting notes about it. Actually, hang on. Yeah, it was only released in Europe. Now, this game was originally developed around 2001, 2002 by Warthog, but they had licensing issues. Now, I guess it's because Electronic Arts didn't have the rights to Animaniacs. It used to be with Conspiracy Software and then Ignition Entertainment. And Warthog was in a licensing deal with Electronic Arts. I think that's it, but there's no confirmation of it online. All I know is that it wasn't released back in 2002 because of licensing issues. So they took this game, they took the engine to it. Now you can have a guess at how the engine works by looking at the tiny little screenshots. There are a bunch of screenshots on the cover art. I think that's cheap. Hello there, Kibitz. There's one based on the Roadrunner arcade game. Guess that counts as a port. Yeah, that Roadrunner arcade game, we could do a retrospective just of that game and all of its ports. That one was one of the few where there was no reason to play the ports, in my eyes. But yeah, that one we just played the arcade one. Now this game, the engine for this game, because it wasn't released, they reused the engine for a different game that we have already played, which was Back in Action for the GBA, which was released in 2003. So we're going back to the engine. Right, this engine was developed, reused, and we're gonna play a game that was released 2 years after, but was developed before that. Now, did they fix things before releasing the Back in Action and this game is a little more broken? Or did they take those 2 years to polish this one instead? I don't know. We'll see. One more thing, this game is one of the last games by Warthog period. This is the final one for this retrospective. They did like a few Wacky Races games, which is not Looney Tunes. But they're out of Looney Tunes for us after this. When they released this game in 2005, the Nintendo DS was out of the market and it was like a new thing, so they rushed and ported this game to the Nintendo DS. I'm not playing the Nintendo DS for 3 reasons. One, I think GBA emulation is better to watch because it's a widescreen thing. We have 3 Nintendo DS games to play and we're gonna have like a small strip on the screen. There are other layouts you can use, but it depends on the game whether you can do better than that. It's gonna be a single strip, vertical strip. So I think GBA games look better. Second, it is the main version. The DS version is a port. And third, and this is the most important one for me, in general the DS version is rated lower. So it's a cheap, rushed out port. There is no reason to play that version instead of this. This is the main one we're playing this. Alright. I'm worried that this game might be GBA back in action, but slightly more annoying. We'll see how it goes. The DS can just play GBA games, they just put it on DS card, but essentially the same. It might be, but once you put it on a DS card, you have to use the bottom screen, you have to use touch screen, you probably have to... They probably felt like they had to require that. It's gonna be a worse game by all measures. It's not gonna be the exact same. Because of the enhancements. That's my experience with this kind of game when it comes to the DS. I love the DS! I hate most DS games because of that. All of that stuff. But you could play GBA games on the DS. It was a very solid way to play. I have a DS Lite with a GBA flash card that fits snugly inside it, so I can play GBA games on actual hardware on it. Not all games can be the Castlevania ones. Yeah, man, Dawn of Sorrow is so fucking good. That game is solid. You can play that on Steam nowadays, right? And they took the summoning thing out. I remember, like, it is a dumb required gimmick that everyone hates. I remember not minding it back then. But yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Yes, there is a DS collection. Which is good. Like, we want more accessibility. All of those Mega Man DS games and GBA games are also available. I wish that those companies were handle that stuff better. Like, for example, Sonic 06, is it a shit game? I guess, depends on who you ask. I think it's actually kind of fun. But sure, let's say it's a shit game. It's a game with a lot of content, with a lot of history that you cannot buy legally new today. They never added it to digital stores. Or they did and they removed it. It's not available on backwards compatibility anywhere. If you want to play that game, you either have to resort to emulation, have to buy a used copy, or you have to resort to console piracy, which can be annoying. I have it. The Xbox 360 version is better than the PS3 version. I have the actual disc. Now, I get it that Sega might be embarrassed about that game. Whatever. Can't you just release those games in a collection for Steam? Like, people know what Sonic 06 is. You can rename it. Don't release it as Sonic the Hedgehog. Release it as Sonic 06 if you have to. But have a release that people can play. Same goes for fucking Most Wanted. EA made 500 spiritual sequels to that game. They never re-released that one. It's not for sale anywhere. The best console version is the 360 version. Is expensive as fuck. It wasn't released for the PS3. And yes, you can play it on PC by pirating the Black Edition or whatever. And just release that. We don't want the Criterion bastardized remake. We want that one. Just check the made the bottom screen show what you collect and act as a pause button. That's it. Minimum effort. Yeah, that's offensive. Like, there's no reason to play this. I didn't check, but that's minimum effort indeed. One of my favorite games ever, Ghost Trick. Also skip the DS. That one is a very good game. I also like... Did they port all of the Ace Attorney series, or are the 3DS games still locked? Because I love that series, those are like the best visual novels that exist. I don't like visual novels. They did. Amazing. You know what they're missing on Steam? They can use the graphics from the iPhone ports. They're missing Professor Layton. Those are probably the best generic puzzle games that exist. They're so entertaining to play, man. All of those puzzles. All of the memes, it's so good. Cinematics are so fucking charming. I really like Professor Layton games. I've been playing those on the DS. I played the first one when it was released. I played the second one a few years back. I want to get back to those. Even the investigation games. Good. Good, I'm glad. I think it took a while, right, for the 3DS ones to come around. The ones that were never released in English. There were a few that weren't released in English, right? I remember getting like a fan translation for those. Were those released as well? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Let me check my notes. Because I think there were a few that were... There is one that is not on Steam. I can already check from my notes. There is a crossover. Guys, do you remember the fact that there exists a Professor Layton Ace Attorney crossover on the 3DS? That one is not on Steam. Yeah, Ace Attorney Investigations 2 required the fan translation. Investigations collection. It includes both Ace Attorney Investigations. Right, so Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth and Ace Attorney Investigations 2. So that's the first time it was released on Steam. September 2024. So that's the first time that one was available in English. Am I correct in those assumptions? Alright, that's good to know. I didn't even have that game on my wishlist. It wasn't released originally. Alright, yeah, alright, no, that's very good. Very good. First official English. Alright, then my notes are all correct. Thank you for the clarification. Anyway, we're gonna move back into the stream. I love talking about this shit, but we'll move back into the stream because I want to finish this retrospective before December. I almost hit the microphone. I'm hitting my headphones instead. You guys can't hear that. Alright, let's look at the back of the box. Back of the box. Compatible. Oui or non? Chat, do we want oui or non? Like if you have a green check mark, that means oui. If you have a red cross, it means non. So this game is oui for the Game Boy Advance and it's non for the Game Boy Color, and it's also non for the Game Boy. It would be so funny if it was non for the Game Boy Color but it were oui for the Game Boy, just to confuse people. This feels excessive, but whatever. It supports the GBA link cable. Oh, interesting. Was the... Hang on, was the other... Was Back in Action, did it support that as well? No. I changed the wrong thing. Right, but this one didn't have... Okay, so they actually upgraded the game. The engine. Because now it supports the GBA link cable, so you can play this with 2 players, I assume. Yeah, it's the same isometric engine from that other... I can see Pinky the Brain on the bottom right corner on that screenshot there. That's a wrap! Those wacky Animaniacs are taking over the studio. Help Wakoyaku.Pinky and the Brain. That's a lot of people. Can we play with all 5? I don't see screenshots where you're controlling Pinky and the Brain. Help them create 3 all-new movies on time and within budget. It would be so fun if it was like the movies. I saw a thing published about the movies, like It was released like 20 years ago or something. And it was funny seeing that because I mentioned that last stream. They better deliver before the director yells cut, or it's back to the water tower for good. We can choose from 3 unique movie genres: horror, sci-fi, and pirate adventure. We get 15 varied levels with 2-player and arena battle modes 5. What? Okay. The first game had 16 stages, I think. It was 4 worlds and... No, it was 15. So it's the same amount of levels as back in action for the GBA. I wonder if it's gonna be the same structure. The first one was the main stage. Before it had a racing stage, then it had a boss stage. And there was something else that I'm forgetting right now. You can choose the genre, that's strange. Because I would expect it to be 5 levels on each of the 3 worlds. What does it mean by choosing? It does have 2-player like we presumed from the GBA link cable, which is interesting. And it has arena battle modes for 2-player, I also presume. But why does it have a 5 lost in there? Arena battle modes 5. Is that like a freaking typo on the back of the box? We just forgot a number, no one noticed it. New characters to star in your movie are unlocked throughout the game. And my teasing puzzles reveal bonus areas and yummy pickups. Multiplayer games require the new Game Boy Advance Game Link cable sold separately. Les parties multijoueurs nécessitant la nouveau Game Boy Advance Game Link vendu séparément. Basic reading abilities needed to fully enjoy this game. Alright, we're not gonna enjoy it fully. Sorry. Published by Ignition, developed by Warthog. Alright, no more indicia. And the screens are from the Game Boy Advance trademark. Good to know. They didn't take screenshots from a different system. Alright. So yeah. Lights, Camera, Action, game number 89 of 103 of our retrospective. Let's get to it. Animaniacs, Light, Camera, Action. Game Boy Advance 2005. Timer is reset. It's a bonus game, it's the last bonus game in here. And we should be good to go. Make sure this is silenced. Let me start the game. And the timer. The video game redefined. So presumptuous. It's another almost Animaniacs themed song. Chat, enjoy. It's almost... They were very good at making shitty renditions of the song. I do like the pixel art. I think the pixel art right now is freaking amazing. I like the colors on the water tower with the tasteful dithering. And even if it was based on scans, it's very clean. I like the very well defined black border on the Animaniacs logo. It's very readable. I like that background with the blue shading on the elements like that. I think it works really well. This is very It looks very solid. But, you know, back in action for the GBA also looked very solid. It just kind of played like shit. But this song... Alright. I like the little effect on the side. It's a better menu than that thing that looked cut off. That menu. Okay, so far the game looks way more polished than back in action. It has saved games, it has multiplayer that was promised. Start multiplayer. Okay. Options. Music. Yes. Game control. I'm gonna keep it on the default because I think this is the control we eventually had to switch to. Even if it is not the natural one. Because it means that if you press up, you actually go north, which means going diagonal. But it makes platforming easier. The platforming is designed for isometric controls. Game mode normal. Oh, it's difficulty, okay. Alright, I'm not changing anything. New game. Newsreel of the Stars, Dateline Hollywood 2005. Good pixel art. Very good pixel art. The Warner Brothers studio has come to the conclusion that the Animaniacs have cost them $1 zillion in damages over the years. Checks out. Thaddeus plots the studio manager is fed up. Okay, you crazy Animaniacs, I'm giving you one chance to earn back the money that you have cost me. How are we going to do that? You are going to make 3 feature films in one go. Treasure Island, Martian Assault, and the Castle of Dr. Scratch and Sniff, or else. Let me introduce the director you'll be working with. Okay, you heard the man, I'll see you critters on the set. Treasure Island 1. So it is just 3 worlds with 5 stages each. While on vacation in the Caribbean, the Animaniacs are captured by pirates and thrown in a jail cell rock. A disused prison on an abandoned island, unable to keep within the frames of society, let alone a prison cell, the Animaniacs decide to make a break for freedom. Alright, I do like the structure of this game a lot more already. As the purse squirrel lady. Lights, camera, action! Scene 1. You've been captured by pirates and thrown into this dungeon. Find the blue key that unlocks the doors to the cells so that you can begin your escape from jail cell rock. Then come back to me. Okay, so for all there's people watching the movie. There's little people watching the movie. I have got nothing to throw. Let's run around and look for some fruit or something to throw. Continue game control, exit game. What is the thing on the top right? Is that a timer? Is the game timed in the year of our Lord? Oh, our Lord 2005. They have time on a video game. Very good fake translucent effect there. Very good. Okay, there's the key. It's a combo film real time or weird. It's weird. It has the Lappy Squirrel in it, Game of the Year. I don't know, the controls feel a little bit better than back in action. Am I wrong in saying that this feels less zoomed in, or is that just wishful thinking? I don't like the fact that it has keys. Also, the camera is very spazzy. Yeah, see that their levels know what's up. Some of us prisoners have been here for years. Talk to the others to get hints on how to escape. Yeah, the camera, like, his camera is very all over the place, quite literally. Finds Lappy Squirrel. She's also held prisoner here. She knows the way out of the prison. Find some way to open her cell. Make sure to collect any film reels you find on the way. They give you extra time. The last thing we want is to run out of film. I mean, it's probably the best themed timer mechanic I've ever seen. We're shooting a movie, it's film reels. If you run out of film. Makes sense. I wonder if you're gonna have canned leather. Nice. I wonder if you're gonna have like the mini games, or if it's going to be. Oh, we can push these. Wait. One hit? One hit death? Get ready for another take. Lights, camera, action. Well, the timer resets. I also don't like the fact that we have keys. It's never a good sign. I mean, at least the enemies are moving slowly, but one hit deaths? In this scene, you should pick up the apples and use them as projectiles. Press B to throw them in the direction we are facing. We will find the projectiles used for finding the key to Slappy's cell as well. Yeah, not having that item pick up from back in action, the weird box thing, I think, is better. I think the item system is better. I don't see a limit to how many apples you have. The level isn't flooded. Yeah, that also helps. Okay, I assume... Oh, the little key on the left, I hadn't noticed. I assume those arrows is because this is still a tutorial kind of stage. Hey, Yako, thank you for freeing me. There's a tall pirate that throws bombs guarding the door to the yard. I think he has the key. Get it and escape outside. I'm staying here until I've been served breakfast. I like prison food. I'll catch up with you later. We can switch characters, I assume we will. It might be depending on like the... Oh, this guy. Oh, the audience is cheering! The audience is cheering for... Oh, the guy threw the popcorn up! Oh, that's so cool. Well done! You managed to get outside before we ran out of film. You now have to find a way to steal the red key from the pirate who patrols the big block of stone in the yard. Canned leather, yes. Yeah, the audience in Paper Mario is very fun to watch. This one is like just a simple little thing, but it's so charming. And they look so happy. I love this kind of thing in a game. Like, Paper Mario does a very good job of breaking the fourth wall with that sort of stuff. It's all a play, which harkens back to Super Mario 3 on the NES, which is also just a play, which is why you can get behind the stage by crouching on the white blocks. Because it is just a stage, the blocks are like bolted to the scenery. You can see the bolts on the corners of the blocks and everything. Great, now unlock the red door and look for a way out. If you're running out of time, look around the prison yard area, but beware, some rolls of film are heavily guarded. I mean, so far this game is a lot better. Is that the pink and the brain thing? In this scene, the brain needs to activate the moving platforms above with the orange IQ lever. This IQ lever is a very technical design, and only the brain is smart enough to operate it. Go look for a stage door. This guy's not an enemy. Major Gringo's dogs are as dangerous as their master. He keeps the poor animals starved and hungry. Major Gringo, you say? We are kind of running out of time, though. Okay, so maybe I have to go down here to find the stage door. The jailer's dogs seem to like the prison chef. Harr! Use Polka Dotty to swap characters. When playing Polka Dotty, you should match the button presses to the swinging icons as they hit the star in the middle. If the star lights up, you hit that button at the right time. If you're good, you can earn extra time. Press the A button to start. Okay, here we switch. Oh, you do play as Brain. Oh. He doesn't jump. One more overenthusiastic jump-related request from you, and I'm going back to my cage. Oh, if you press jump button too many times... Okay, it doesn't actually. Wait! I can't just keep farming... You can just keep farming film reels in here forever and you get a lot. Okay, so the timer mechanic is dumb, but it also doesn't make any sense. Before I use that over there, where does this lead me? The stunt double, look at the face of the stunt double. It's probably the next alive. No, it's a literal stunt double. It's... The jumping seems more solid than back in action. That's cute. It is. I don't know what it's for, but it is cute. I got stuck on the... Okay. But this is already unlocked. Okay, I still have the apples. I was gonna say tomatoes. There's a whole pile of film reels. Pretty much the only dumb shit about this is the single hit deaths. The prison chef is down by the well. But you don't lose anything if you die. Like, tiny bit of progress. This scene is a long one where you defeat the brutal Major Gringo and his vicious dogs and escape from jail cell Rock. Maybe a good idea to feed his dogs before knocking him out. Dog. Boss music. No one escapes from jail cell Rock. Dogs, get him! The prison chef is down by the well, okay. I don't know what the food items are for. Ouch, those darn apples sting. Here, please take this crate of bones and let me go. Okay, we are up to the bones now for the dogs, I presume. Oh, a key. For this. Thank you, I'm free, I'm going to hide where they'll never find me. Okay, I guess he went and hid. Oh. Are they... Yeah, I have to redo this. I surrender, please leave. Hey, you've sure got the best of them pirates. While you were enjoying yourselves with the pirates, I heard a rumor about Treasure Island. Let's escape and I'll tell you all about it on the way. Alright. All the collected bonuses. Do you guys like the Animaniacs theme song? Alright. I like the guys at the bottom still. Password for next level. Oh, so it's not saving. Previous game had saves, right? This one is just passwords. So that collection doesn't get saved, right? I think this password is not long enough to store everything you got on the stages. Yaku brain Wako Pinky, thank you. That wasn't half bad for a first try, you hairy little monsters. Keep up the good work and we might just make a profit when this is all over. The next film on the list is Martian Assault Part 1. We're going back to Pirate Island, right? Because it's only 3 worlds. So we're gonna keep switching between, which is kind of good for variety. And because it's films, like you can film all 3 at the same time. Oh, look at the Martians on the back and the pirates. Next, yeah, Martian Assault Part 1, The Observatory Mystery, get to work. Okay guys, step aside, it's time for some girl power. Okay, so we're playing as Dot. I take over the world, that's what I do, I don't save it. Matter of principle. I guess if I save the world quickly, I could take it over later. The next season, maybe. Okay, Dot, you're up. I like that song. Hired by the US government to investigate paranormal activity in the Hollywood Observatory, the Animaniacs are faced with puzzling platform problems and alien mayhem as they rush into the astrological laboratory. In this first scene of Martian Assault, you are to investigate the strange goings-on in the Hollywood Observatory. Strange, unearthly creatures have been spotted frightening the observatory staff. Okay, I have nothing to throw. You'll find these levers all over the observatory to activate platforms that we use to get around the place. It's a good idea to pull all the levers you find. The Martians are coming from the telescope hall. You need to get there to stop them. Good luck. And that's for the brain. So is that and that. There's a lot of... Oh, she has a thing to fall slowly. It's automatic. Yeah, so the characters play a little different. Okay, let me check back that first platform I activated. Watch out for those electroflies, they glow white when they're about to discharge. You'll have to use this platform to get to the telescope hall, but we've never gotten it to work. I think the lever below that activates it, but no one's been able to figure that kind of lever out. Yeah, you need the brain. Right, but first I need to activate this, for that I need the brain, okay. Help! There are 3 little green men in the top right corner of the lab, please chase them off.
Who are you and how did you get in here?
I'm the locksmith. And I'm a locksmith.
Bonus them, thank you for the follow, enjoy the free emotes. Help, help, you're under attack. Oh, I got the apple so I can actually kill them. Oh, the little animation of... Hello there, Lafoli. Oh, you are no longer under attack. They're dead. What are you talking about? Oh, these things break. But there aren't many. Being here since the pre-stream fun adds. August retrospective, it's going fine. 15 games left. You know, this one seems like it's not too bad. I don't think I can. Oh, I can. I can hit those. I'm missing a... Oh, it's this. Never mind, it's right here. Alright. I hadn't seen it. Right, he can't jump. So this game is a lot more puzzly than back in action, which I kind of appreciate. It's just the camera is still quite annoying. And the one-hit death is not that problematic. Alas, flattery gets you nowhere. Just look at me. I'm a thinker, not a gymnast. Yeah, because a gymnast micro mind, because I can't jump. To get there, I need to move these. Oh, that's for that as well. So I need to move this. Oh, it just moved. But I need to get here, so I need to move this. But then I need to move this. It's another Sweppy Red Rabbit ability, Fanzo. Your new Looney Tunes original character, Sweppy Red Rabbit. Alright. I'm not judging. At least it's not a Sonic OC. If I touch these, they seem to start moving. Or are they moving only once? This one is not moving. Yeah, those are all moving, but the red ones don't. To get there... this one stopped moving. That might be to get to that later. Why doesn't this one move? Because this one kind of feels like the one we need to move. Because it will lead to that one, which will lead to that one, which will lead to... yeah. What's the secret with this one? Can walk on top of it from here, but... oh, it's this thing. It activated that? What is this? Does it pull me up? Oh, now this one is moving. I'm gonna run out of film reels. I thought it reset it when you died, it doesn't. Ah, so close. Okay, I'll have to go get film reels. Let's farm a bunch. One more. Just one more, I got the wrong character anyway. Messed up. Fine. This is astronomy lab. To get to the telescope hall, you need to go up from here. Notice strange sounds coming from the far corner of the observatory. The next scene has you fighting the Martian commandos that guard the main platform and control switch. Can I? No, I can't. I have to start from here. Alright, I think with that we enabled everything. We can switch back to Dot. Can't left there. In this scene, Dottie goes up on the green platform and orange platform and jumps off. Using her skirt to sail, she manages to get the lash to my right. It's important that you don't throw projectiles as you sail. Shooting will make you fall down. It's her stunt double. Still don't know what it's for. Well done, Dottie! You will now use the gray and yellow platform to your right and work your way to the service tunnel. Oh, these ones. Oh! Okay. Is there a bit that Dot doesn't like being called Dottie? I think there is. Yes, good, good. Maybe that's the joke. But yeah, good call, I think there is. Where she's actually kind of violent when she says, "I'm just gonna kill you if you call me that." Watch out, there are a pair of large refrigerator-looking robots patrolling the walkway below. It does look like... So like 5 or 6 hits. 6, such a weird number. Help, help, you're under attack. This is the service corridor. To get to the telescope hall, you need to go to your left from here. Okay, I can't jump. So this would need brain. I don't have one. Okay, that's the stunt double. The service corridor platforms are automated. Once switched off, they will activate when you stand on them. You're now high up in the observatory building. In the next scene, the brain surfs on interlinked platforms through the service corridor leading to the main observatory. Don't fall down to the ground, the aliens are all over the floor. Use the platforms for goodness sake. I'll try. I failed. That platform was a bit jacked. Thank you for helping us, Brain. There is a platform waiting along the ledge. Be careful not to fall down on the floor. If you do, there are emergency platforms along the corridor floor in a few places. You're now high up in the observatory. Yeah, okay, same text as before. Right, I can't jump. Then how do I reset up that? I tried to jump again. I'm always gonna try to jump and it's always going to fail. In this scene, you have arrived in the annex to the main observatory area. I know I can't jump. I always forget. This is too high for me to walk. So I can't get that key. You just drop then? So it looks like it's missing the lever. Let's go to the fuel finder at the bottom of the telescope and switch it off. The key to the telescope control area is kept locked in a safe compartment just above me. The switch activates a platform that will take you there, but a piece is missing. Must be around here somewhere. Another gigantic area. Okay, this game is gonna take a while. There's a lot of really long areas. If you've seen Have Arrived at NX... Okay. You're ready for the final scene in this part of Martian Assault. Oh, they just recover. Something started moving this one, okay. Yeah, this one now. Which leads to a key. Which is not this one. Okay, that thing wasn't moving anyway. Wait, I've already been... Oh, I think I can redo... Okay, I get it. Redo this and the thing up there. Now we have a key for it. So I can get the other key or something. It's quite a winding game. We're probably gonna end up getting lost in some of the later stages, I'm sure. But this is the one we got. Yep. And then we use it here. I lost. Okay. For the finale, destroy the telescope control box to stop the alien assault. This is the voice of the great leader. My invasion force will be teleported down through this. Resistance is futile. Be more careful in the future. Well, get a lot of lives when you can, because I think the film reels count as lives as well. No, destroyed my teleport gate. Just you wait, Earthlings. I will soon open another gate somewhere where you'll never find it. Our invasion will come. Alright. Another 3.5 stars. This game, like, it's 1 hour per 2 stages, so we're gonna take another 6 hours to beat it. Feels like it's gonna be a bit long. I mean, these stages are probably gonna get longer. Well, 2 scenes wrapped up already. Might as well move on while you have the steam up. Get ready for The Haunted Village, a scary movie. You think it's scary? You don't have to be chased around the set by monsters. Oh, but it will be heroic. You get to save a whole village. By being chased around the set by monsters? By being chased around the set by monsters. Let's go, Animaniacs. Yako, you are the first one on stage. Hurry, the monsters have all been released. Wako, I mean, the castle of Dr. Scratch and Sniff. While camping in the Transylvanian mountains, the Animaniacs are suddenly alerted by cries for help from a small village. Always ready to aid the needy, who leave the restless and amuse the moody. The Animaniacs rush to the rescue. Alright. Lights, camera, yeah, that's the game name. Okay, Wako, get ready for the opening scene of the castle of Dr. Scratch and Sniff. Remember that you can burp enemies if you get into trouble. Help, help! This is like the apples, but worse. Thank you for saving me for those bats. Here, have this garlic. It will increase the length of your burp. Make it easier for you to defend yourself from the monsters around the length. Please, won't you help the people of my village? They are so scared, they are afraid to leave their houses. You are our only hope. Wako has a very good animation. Oh, the skeletons. Oh, I can kill them. I can't leave now. I'm the hero of this movie. Why you have that opening then? Just for that? I should have jumped. I'm gonna do that again. Time expense there is justifiable. Okay, that's not the key we just got. I give up. In this scene, you have just arrived in the haunted village. Beware the monsters that haunt the town. They are cunning and will try to surprise you. Remember that the garlic will increase the power of your belch. I give up. Okay. Some monsters can be used as platforms to make the best of the scene. Try to stun the Green Franken monster and use him to get to the treasures. Oh, so the guy that gets the I give up sign, I can... Oh no, this guy specifically, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna get all of those. Like, I'm gonna spend too much time, too many film reels trying to get the Franken monster where I should get it. Hello there, Musi Fate. Cool Frankenstein model. Yeah, no, the pixel art in this game is very good. Yeah, no, I just realized, right, compared to the back in action, there is nothing that screams 3D renders to you in here. It's very decent. In this scene, you explore the canals for the village gate key. Oh, we still get... Okay, so the apples are probably for the brain. I'm gonna switch to the brain, but I want to see if I can use a key that I got up here. Oh no, flooded. Yeah, we're back to flooded. No, okay, so this is after we got the key down there, got it. These deaths are the only dumb thing about the game. They don't mean much, they're just a bit dumb. Oh, it's not brain, you get Yako just so you can have access to the apples, which we need for that target that enables the platform. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna farm film reels. Should be enough. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, which is why I tried to shoot from the platform before. That wasn't where we should have gone to. Ah, shit. But yeah, overall, platforming is easier. Where are they pointing towards? Oh, the alligator. Oh, the alligator jumped. Okay, here's the key we came for. What does this guy say? Great, you found the village gate key. Now look for the village gate where the mayor is waiting. The people are hiding inside their homes. Please make our village safe again. Okay, I have to go back like this. Music is so simple and so fun. What is that? I wasn't here before. No, it's a decent game. I think this game might have very enjoyable on something like the SNES. The monsters are coming from the castle, Dr. Scratch and Sniff. I think, and this was only released in Europe, and I get the feeling that it's one of those games where the license kind of hurts it. Like, people look at that cover art, oh, it's an Animaniacs game. For the GBA in 2005, it's probably just some licensed shit. You know, it's actually quite decent. I should have checked just to see if it was ranked higher or lower than Back in Action, because I think it's better. I think it's a lot better. Back in Action was frustrating as all hell to get through the stages. I feel like this game has way more content, because there's going to be 15 stages of this. Back in Action had only 4 stages like this. The others were like mini games or bosses. But even though it has a lot more content, I think it's gonna be way more reasonable to beat, more fun. Might even take longer, but still. That one, having to restart the entire stage because you ran out of lives, was not fun. I mean, you probably do have to restart the stage if you run out of film, but you can farm on every stage. On that game has a save system, the battery backup, which kind of actually hurts it compared to this one. Castle can be found outside the village. You'll need to go up to the higher levels of the village to find your way to the castle. Good work, you have cleared the lower village. The next scene has you finding your way uptown. There's a lot of text. Stun double. Hi. It's funny that he stays there. There's no reason for that. Stun double is just basically a restart if you die. Wait. Can I throw that switch and I just didn't realize? Oh, I can. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. All done with me. Oh, this guy's taking more damage, more hits to kill. Yeah, the stun double we started here, I forgot. Great work, keep going. What's the point of this guy? Apparently I had to enable this and I didn't. Missed something. Did I? Hello there, Vinny. Game looks sick. It looks... It does. We played a very similar one made by the same people using the same engine, Looney Tunes Back in Action for the GBA. But this one is proper pixel art. That one had some 3D renders mixed in. And this one just looks way more solid, like the sprite sizes. That one had a lot of like lanky sprites. Like Bugs and Daffy, they were very lanky, so they took a lot of space and they weren't as clear to read. Well, in here the characters are all more compact, more, you know, chubby, and it just works better. As far as sprite work goes. Wait, what? Villager has 2 levers that operate lifts to the higher levels of the town. Oh, no, this door I can't... I have a key, but it's not for that, apparently. Very cool animations, yes. I think the animations that I like the best are the ones for Waco. It looks slightly better. There's another active lift that I missed. Is there? Is this one active? No. Please save our village. You must have imagined it. Man, I haven't been streaming for that long. You're already hallucinating. That doesn't bode well. Right, this is the start of the stage. See if I missed anything. Don't remember being here. I wasn't here, but is there anything here? This guy is better with Waco. Waco can kill it. The belch bypasses the shield. The Quay was charming with crocodiles. Have they gone? Did it say charming or swarming? Swarming makes a lot more sense. This font. My English tonight. Swarming. I read that as charming. There's a low belch penetrates the shield. It does. It absolutely does. Yeah, that's a sentence. Yeah, cut, I guess. The thing is, it doesn't make a lot of sense to come back down here. This is low town. That's a sentence. Once you're here, the rest of the stage should resolve from here on out. I think the problem is this one. I need to get there. And I do have a key, but the key... And the key looks to be from the color for this one, but it still doesn't work. Doesn't sound right. I can't unthrow a switch. Huh. Did we run into some kind of glitch where this should open and it doesn't? I can switch to Waco, and I probably will because I'm running out of time anyway. Not running out, but starting to run low. Sure can find all the Warthog games for me to enjoy in the future. I mean, I could do wacky races. It came after this. But you know what? I'm not interested. Even though this is fine. Narf. I don't trust Warthog. Warthog made some horrendous shit before pinking the brain for the GBA. I've mentioned that game was kind of a turning point, which is good because we had a lot of some shooting. Yeah, it was. You know, maybe I need that chest. The... Yeah. But there's another chest here. Why would that one be important?
Boink!
Yeah. Wait. Wait. I can't open it. Whatever, these things have to be just bonuses. And now I can kill this guy, but there is nothing else in here. I can push this box around to get the stuff that is... Oh, I can't? Okay, this box is just to get out of here. Am I soft locked? Makes no sense for me to be soft locked. I mean, no game it makes sense, it's always dumb, but... I can't fall there from the other side. Like from here. No, I have to open that. I have a key, why can't I use it? Usually just touch the door. The color matches. I really think it is glitched. Either that or we have to find the actual door you use that key in. It only opens skull doors. It could be, but then we have to find the door that we missed. Just like Doom. I know, when you said that, I thought it was a Doom reference. Alright, we got a key here that opened the village for us. I'm not gonna farm for film reels. I'm gonna let them end. For two reasons. We can see what happens when film reel runs out, and we can reset the stage in case we are soft locked. But I really don't know where to use this key. Yeah, it is a good reference. Everyone got a bit confused by those keys the first time. I think it was only a thing on Doom 2, right? It wasn't a thing on the original, or am I misremembering? Hello there, First World Boy Fortress. Yeah, it looks very cool, doesn't it? Very solid pixel art. I don't get it. We seem to be a bit stuck at the moment. I'll probably be resetting the stage momentarily. As soon as the time runs out. See if that fixes our issue. Yeah, time up. What happens? Enough now, you have wrecked half my studio and still not managed to complete the movies. I'll have you locked up in that water tower and I'll throw away the key this time. Far away. You do get a game over. Alright. So that can be very annoying if you couldn't, you know, just... If you couldn't just farm film reels. I like the actors behind them going to the set. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. If it was some weird glitch. Was this key? We got it here, way near the start of the stage. I had this key forever. That's better. That is the spot. I know. I haven't gotten those yet. That's from the Animaniacs game. I need to see if I can get it. Yeah, it all indicates to me... let's see what the other key is. What the other key looks like. Probably on wave file. Yeah, they might be. The ones that I used for Pinky the Brain were very easy to extract. I need to talk to some other guy to get a different checkpoint. Annoying. Right, and I need this. This is another key. Let me save here. Okay. Now I need to bring that guy over. Okay. So that's those two keys. Blue and yellow. Neither one is the one used here. They're all skull keys. So this is brown. So we keep going. Yeah, blue goes here. Yeah, the golden one was broken. I hope we... Let me get this checkpoint. Let's hope this time it actually works. I'm gonna farm film reels here. It is a huge problem if you run out. I was gonna land on it, but it moved. Right on the last one as well. Right, that's the brown key. Might be faster to die and use the checkpoint, but I'm not doing that. Just in case. I can't. Well, I was gonna jump and I failed. So I have the brown and the golden ones. So we go up, we use the brown one here. Get the checkpoint here. And I'm gonna test it right away. Is this broken? Like, that does match the key we have. Like, what the hell? All the keys look like the school key. It's not like different kinds of keys, and it's just matching the color. It could be broken. Is it broken? Is it an emulation issue? Don't even know if I have a different emulator for GBA. I mean, there are. I'm using MGBA, which is the main one, I guess. Okay, we are on the exact same spot as before. Yeah, even if I could reach that, it wouldn't help me. That one would need to be moving. Wait, that looked like a key. But it didn't give me a key. And this is still not opening. It did look like a key. Okay, maybe I need to check that other chest, but I did get to it before. I couldn't open it. Kill on my roof unlocks the door to the quay area. It did look like a key, but a yellow gnome stole the key to the door that keeps the elevator lever safe. So it was the gnome we just killed. Maybe I need to get that key and not get the other one or something. Because the other one is overriding that. Okay, please come this way. Can you come this way? You can, okay. Can't open this. There's Come on. Okay, come down here. Can you come down here? You seem to be a bit stuck. Okay. No, this way. I want to check these two chests. Okay, this one is the same issue. What about this one? That looked like a key. It still doesn't show on the inventory. It still doesn't open this. Oh! Oh! It probably opens one of the chests. Right, yeah, one of the chests is now open. Okay, you need to come over here. And that's going to open the other one. And the last one is probably gonna have what we actually need. Jesus, that's weirdly complicated. Also, this mechanic with this guy is really annoying, which is no surprise that we ended up, like, ignoring the chests. Yeah, now that one is open. But then what about the key we do have? What we... So strange. And that's the key with a very similar color, although it's actually different. Got it. I'm gonna farm film reels. We used a lot of film reel for that. Is there a sliding puzzle? After the Dance Dance Revolution minigame. No, there isn't. This game is not gonna have even a single sliding puzzle. Thank God. Okay, now we can go. We got the key that has almost the same color as the one we already had. That's not confusing at all. That other mechanic also had keys, but those don't show in the inventory. That's also not confusing. It was a very strange puzzle. Please save our village. Those lighting puzzles. I'm just surprised that we didn't run into a game that was just sliding puzzles. In this retrospective. Beware ghosts in the scene ahead. Ghosts cannot be destroyed. You will have to avoid them. Oh, enemies you can't kill. Fun. And there's the key that we... There was a big swarm of bats chasing the mail towards the cemetery. This is the key we had. In this scene, strange things are happening in the village graveyard. Speak to the mayor. I'll think about it. The ghosts of the cemetery hate rude people. Behave when you walk among the graves. Bad behavior will make the tenants rise from their graves. Rise from your grave. Or as Tweety would say it, rise from your grave. Oh no, not again, help, help. So gonna be more garlic. Thank you, how can I ever repay you? We are a poor village, all we have to offer is more garlic, enjoy. Which is more range for Wacko. To find a way to Scratch and Sniff's castle, every time they have Scratch and Sniff, it has to take its own line on the dialogue. To find a way to Scratch and Sniff's castle, you need the key to the village back door. Unfortunately, a gnome just stole my key. The gnome is hiding somewhere among the gravestones in the cemetery. This key, okay. I do not want to step on the graves to avoid the ghosts. But I don't see the gnomes, so that might be needed. Go away. Okay, sorry. Please let me rest in peace, don't be rude. Okay, sorry. PU, who burped? Is that a hint? Go away. It's a graveyard, so don't laugh, speed, or belch, especially belch. The ghosts and little goblins hate that. Okay, so probably I do need to belch at one of those specific doors. So let me get the belcher. And I think it's on this one, actually. Oh, this was just a ghost. Okay. So that's the 3 first ones. There's still this. Also ghost. Oh, the lonely one, okay. Wait. Oh, he hid here, I have to burp this one, okay. Oh, I do have to hit it. Okay, I thought I just have to keep chasing him into somewhere specific. That's a wrap! We're done filming here and I'll run off to the castle walls. Okay, no boss fight. 3.5 stars every single stage. Is there no last boss? We did have a boss fight on the first 2 stages. This one didn't have one. So it's not gonna be every stage. How do you guys like this version of the Animaniacs theme song? It's just like the original. I feel like it's less infuriating than the previous one. Previous one was like too close to the original and completely off, which made it very grating. It's a little quiet. Okay, I've raised the game volume. Let me know if it's too much or still not enough. Sounds a bit low in general. Alright. I've made adjustments. Let me know. Yeah, it's very hard for me sometimes to get the sound properly in here. Also, like I've mentioned, like on the first stream of the Animaniacs GameCube game, or the second stream, I think it was the second, my audio was desynced. And the funny thing is, I'm listening to the monitoring on those, and it wasn't desynced for me. I don't know what is it with OBS. Sometimes I can hear it on the capture, and you guys can't. And even the audio levels are changing over there. That makes no sense. GBL squashed and low bitrate too. Well, the GBA has limitations. You mean the audio? Great monster movie in the making there. Well done. Thanks, Thad. Wacko, with a breath like that, you could take over the world. Before you stream what output to a video first, just to check. The thing is, some of these games vary wildly with sound levels, and when it comes to the syncing, the audio sync, it looks fine on the recording sometimes, and then when you actually stream, the only way to fix that I've noticed is get to this scene with the capture working and reset the capture and don't touch it. And if you switch scenes, it breaks again. The old guy is breathing real heavily. He should see a doctor. I think he doesn't need to see a doctor to know he needs to lose some weight. Hello there, Zofia. Welcome in, my friend. It's time for you to move back to the Treasure Island studio for the second part of our pirate movie, Broadsides and Barnacles. So we're gonna be just switching between the 3 movies, which is a fun way to do the stages. Right? Instead of doing all 5 stages of a world, all 5 stages, you keep cycling. And because we're filming movies, you can film them a movie in any order, it kind of fits. What? I skipped a bunch of stuff by accident. I'm gonna use the password. See if that shows up again. Let's start the game again. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think there might be some binding on my controller. I might have touched a button I shouldn't. Oh, the spinning thing here is fun. And it's free because they already have all the angles. Okay, yeah, we got it back here. It's time for you to move back to the Treasure Island studio for the second part of your pirate movie, Broadsides and Barnacles. Yako is next up on stage. Try to look kidnapped, Yako. So we have Yako for the Iceland pirates. We have Dot for the Martians. And Wako for the castle. Got it. Treasure Iceland 2. I really like these title screen graphics. Having narrowly escaped the pirates of Jail Cell Rock in an all but seaworthy skip, the Animaniacs are caught up by the pirate ship after a very short chase between rowing boat and pirate frigate. The Animaniacs are once more captured by their sea dog antagonists. Man, the pixel art is so good. Like, look at that cannon, the detail on the wood on that cannon. Okay, Wako, this is the second part of Treasure Iceland. Again, you have been captured by pirates and need to escape in the lifeboat tied to the other end of the ship. Also, the inventory system is a lot simpler than back in action. That makes for a better game. I feel like that was an unnecessary complication in the game, although the items in that game were kind of dumb. Rats have chewed all at parts of the ship. The hole should have just big enough to fit a mouse. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. My name is Polly. It's still the same name. What a surprise. Oh, the apples. The pirates have secured some of their boxes to the deck. The secured boxes cannot be pushed. The secured boxes can still be broken by projectiles, okay? Which is what I was gonna try. Now look at the pixel art on that little flag. So good to see quality pixel art in a licensed game 2005 instead of the usual bullshit 3D renders. What a breath of fresh air. Patriots have captured the frog. If you free him, he will help you. After having fought the pirates on the deck, you use a box to cross between the two gangways and fight your way towards the bridge. For a second, it looked like Pinky the Brain were standing on the wall. Did it on the studio scene, I didn't notice. The big bald pirate is tough, make him drop a box on his own head. I was trying, but... Can I? He just throws it forward. How would he throw it on his own head? My name is Polly. Alright. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. You just hit the guy. Okay, we're gonna need a key there. And the key is there. And there is a thing there. And as I did see the character switcher. There's gonna be a hole in the deck. I want to... There's some... Oh, here. Oh, this. Okay. Got it. So now we farm film reels. These are getting more complicated. And this is Pinky, not Brain, so he can't operate the levers that require being smart. This is a bit harder than it looks because it's not based on timing. The thing gets there and you have to hit it before the next one arrives. But it takes a while for it to register when it gets there. So you can't match the time. You have to wait and watch. It's a bit confusing. It feels like it was implemented by someone who saw DDR or DDR clone but never actually played it. If that makes any sense. Like, yeah, here's a video of DDR. Make a minigame like this. And the guy, okay, boss. And it's kind of like DDR, but not quite. So basically, you need to have a delay on when you press the button. And it has to be a consistent delay. We fixed DDR. I mean, it technically makes it easier other than the weird delay. The guy has no time. Oh, this Pinky can jump. It's just Brain that is too full of himself to do it. Alright. Oh, how did those fit in there? Brain can't jump, no. And if you press jump too many times, he starts complaining. I can't jump, that's for microbes, or something. A mouse! Oh, hello to you too. Okay. I don't think Pinky can jump. I'm gonna try again, but I don't think... Yeah, he can't jump all the way across. Fine. Just making sure. His head is too heavy, he'd kill over. Yeah, but if you tell him that, he's gonna get all pissy about it. I wonder if it caps out at 99 film reels. My name is Polly. Again with telling me your name. Okay, the frog, okay. I've heard about the frog, yes. Can I push you down the... even if I can, it would take too long. Did you guys have... It was very popular down here back in the day. I don't... If you have it, I don't know the name. Did you guys have a little toy back in the 90s? Maybe 80s. I think it was 90s. There was like this little barrel. And it had a little pirate inside. And then you had like these swords that you would stick into the barrel. And one of the swords that you stick into the barrel would make the... Is it called Pop-Up Pirate? Yeah, okay, yeah, that one. Apparently, back in the day, there was like a very complicated mechanism to it to make sure that it was as random as possible which one would trigger it. So you can't just like learn, oh, this pattern always results in the same, it doesn't work. Apparently. It was very popular down here. You know exactly. Okay. No, I'm glad it existed elsewhere. It was called Pirate Jump here in Brazil. Okay, I'm glad they gave us an arrow pointing to where we had to go because I would never have guessed actually. I mean, I would eventually. Did you guys have one? I loved it. I mean, it was very popular. There was one where you had like... a board with ice blocks, and I think you would put like a penguin on top of something, and it would come with a little hammer and had to break away the ice without dropping the penguin. But that's not the one that I really liked. There was this one which was like a simple board game. Party Jump, not as catchy as Party parece. Pula Pirata. The name in Portuguese. Don't Break the Ice. It might have been that one. But the one I really liked was a simple board game that had like this very 3D board with hills and stuff. And you have your little penguins that moved across the board. And you had to like, the penguins had little top hats. And you had to put a little egg on top of the top hat and carry the egg back. And I don't know, man, I was probably like 7 or 6. I was freaking fascinated with that game. I never had it, but I had a friend who had it. I thought it was awesome. I wonder if that one exists in Board Game Simulator. That sounds crazy. It was a lot of fun because it was very... I think there were parts that shook, actually. Like, there was like a volcano that would erupt and the board would shake a little bit, and then the penguins could maybe drop the eggs from the little top hats. Hungry Hippos. I know which one you're talking about. I think we did have it. Yes, I think we did. I don't remember the name, actually. Yes. The box says Happy Hippos because they just started importing, I guess. But back in the day, it was called... Yeah, probably the same. Or something that translated to something very similar. Yeah, but we did have it. Alright, that's enough distraction. You have to pass this door. Go and find the key. Oh, jeez, really? What a hint. Oh, look, a key. But not this key. Okay. Okay, I need to get that. I need to get the pinky for that. Don't wake the dragon. Oh, was there a dragon in it? It is this one. Freaking amazing. Yeah, it wasn't a volcano. Yeah, it was this one. The dragon, when you press that button, I think it wakes, and the little glaciers, they shake. So the blue spots are safe. Let me show, because I freaking love this thing as a kid. Thank you so much. That I'm glad you could find that. You could find that just from that lousy description. Here. This thing. Basically, you had your little penguin, and you put the egg on the top hat, and the blue spots that you see there, they are safe, but the white ones, they shake when the dragon wakes up. So there's a chance your guy's gonna drop the egg. So I have to make our way to the dragon, grab an egg and bring it back to those slots on the sides. Yeah, thank you for finding it. I thought this... Yeah, and the funny thing is my kid's memory, remember this board as being gigantic. It's just this big. It's a small thing, but I remember it being like gigantic. It looks fun. Yeah. I wonder if I could find it for buying. Here in Brazil. Hang on. Now I'm curious. Yes, don't rake the dragon. In my language. Yep. Holy! It's what? Like... Yeah, let me convert this to dollars. How much they're charging? $270 for that. And that's the only one for sale. Like, what the hell, man? That's absurd. 270 US dollars. It is too much. This guy's very good at dodging apples. There we go. There's another one. Found one for 43, it's not even complete. Jesus. Well, in the guy's defense, that one that was for 270 was advertised as being sealed in box. So I guess. Can anyone check if it's available on Board Game Simulator? Because if it is, I have something fun to try tomorrow. Time for me to make it. No. Do I look like a content maker to you? What are those keys that we're getting? It's the same weird key situation as the previous stage. In the final scene, you escape the ship with the aid of a new friend and make a final run for the ship's lifeboat. Look like the world famous influencer and life sensation culprit. I'm sorry, you must have mistaken me for someone else. Is there another culprit? Am I impersonating someone by accident? In my defense, I've been using this name for decades. You find and loot all the treasure chests lined up on the ledge above. I kind of already did that. I might need to switch back. Is there a cowbird? There's a showbird. Isn't a showbird, like this very fancy ice cream? Yeah, I think I need to exchange and move up there. I can't raid McCall without someone making a joke about me and Schubert. I have a screenshot from chat where Schubert confirms that we're not related. Oh! Ah, merci mon ami! You helped me and now I'll help you up this ledge. Get on top of my back, my friend. Oh, so that's the green keys. Lose the frog is stronger than he looks. I think there is a cap for 50 film reels, not 99. There's a Rupert. Oh, there is! Doesn't he play a lot of Mario? And he has like a dog on stream. Or am I thinking of someone else? Oh, the thing is here now. It wasn't before. I don't get it. Okay, that one is new. It wasn't there before. Research for the Tabletop Simulator Workshop. No, don't wake the dragon. What are they doing with their time? If it doesn't have that. Well, when it comes to Tabletop Simulator, it was enough to scratch my itch for Agricola, so I got my money's worth out of it just from that. I'm not making it. That qualifies as making a game. I've promised myself I wouldn't do that again. Oh look, it's the squirrel again. That's a take. Second part of Treasure Island is complete. Leave the set by the exit mark. Well done everybody. No boss. No boss fight again. Sure you can create any minutes with the awesome power of AI. I'd rather quit and go plant potatoes. There is a trend of programmers that just want to go into... Oh, 4.5? We missed one thing. We missed one hamburger. There is a trend of programmers just wanting to quit and going to farming. Because it's like predictable and it makes sense. How do you describe programming? I tell the computer to do things. Sometimes it even listens. Potatoes are pretty delicious, they are. They're very fat, and I have very little potatoes nowadays. I need to get my diet back on track. I've been stuck on the same weight for months. Which is good, it's better than gaining weight, but still. Farming. I had a colleague, a co-worker, that this one time, before the trend of going into farming, the old meme became a thing. This one day he was like, I'm gonna grow this plant that only exists in Brazil. Let's pretend it's potatoes. I'm quitting on growing potatoes. It was just like, fuck everything. I kind of believed him for a moment. We just boiled up some potatoes. Food. I'm really freaking hungry right now. Bought the book on how to live off the land. Of course, you didn't read it yet. What counts is the effort. First class matinee action there, fellas. You are now expected at the Martian Assault Studio for the next part of the sci-fi movie Episode 2, Rocket to Mars. The third levels, that is amazing. Congratulations. In the observatory mystery, the Animaniacs had discovered that the aliens came from a telescope pointed at the planet Mars. Now the Animaniacs are on their way to their first manned mission to Mars to stop the threat of a Martian assault on Earth. No, the third levels was like very quick on his thinking. No, Marvin is not in Animaniacs. Not gonna get Marvin, sorry. The plot so far, Earth has managed to muster a mighty assault on the Martian menace. You, Brain, are going to make sure it gets done right. Taking over the world is your job. You're not about to let some little green man do it for you. Welcome to Cape Carnival. Cape Carnival. The home of Earth's space program. Now, once we drop here, we can't get back up. Alas, Flattery gets you nowhere. Just look at me. I'm a thinker, not a gymnast micro mind. So he can't jump. So he can't go... Oh, okay, that's a small enough of a ledge for him to climb. Oh dear, those awful Martians are attacking. Quick, find the missing piece of this lever. He launches the X-43 attack rocket towards Mars. I'm too important to do it myself. Right, I get it. We need to put it here. Yeah, I keep pressing jump by accident and he keeps complaining. There's the lever. You know what's going to happen? There's gonna be a stage where you can't switch characters, which means... Wait, what? What just happened? I could go under the thing. Yeah, the lever is there now. But it didn't mean I could go under the thing. It was a trick. Oh, that's what the lever does. Kilogram sandwich. Tasty Heights. There we go. What I was saying before is that there's gonna be a stage where we won't be able to farm film reels. And that's going to be a problem. I can't jump. I keep forgetting I can't jump. Kind of ironic the Warner Brothers not fully owned by Warner Brothers. That actually happens a lot with those weird properties. Apparently, I heard some news that Roger Rabbit's rights reverted to the original creator, and they mentioned they might be coming with something new. Wait to see how heavy it was. There you go. Please go, because there's a timer running here. Yeah, the timer is kind of dumb. Okay, this is not moving. This returns me here, and those are all enabled now. This stage might not have character switching, which will make this the first challenging stage. Be surprised if anything escaped Disney's death grip. I don't know, I get the feeling, and might be just wishful thinking, but I get the feeling that Disney is not what it used to be. Like, what have they done? Like, of course they have, like, backlog or whatever, but I feel like they're just kind of bleeding money. Probably not, but... like, no one... I feel like they're losing subscriptions on Disney Plus, and no one cares about Marvel movies anymore, and Star Wars is just trying to make something land. And I know a lot of those will get people to watch, even if they are shit, but... I feel like Disney had its apex, where it was buying a lot of shit, and now it's just holding on. Maybe it's wishful thinking. Let's see. Okay, here we are, scene 52 aboard the X-43 attack rocket. Earth's last hope hurls through space towards Mars. The brain has smuggled himself on board and is determined to be heroic in some small way. Ooh, sounds exciting. Roll camera. I feel like most of their successes you've ever heard about have been on the TV on Disney Plus. Sacrifice had a bubble between. Yeah, the bubble. You wish they'd stop beating Star Wars to death. Best they can do is 3 more new series. Yeah, their fan fiction is horrendous. Doesn't even have enough sex to qualify as proper fan fiction. Oh no, here's a character switching. Like, what is the point of fan fiction if you don't have gratuitous sex, right? Fanfiction exists for two purposes. One, obviously written porn. And two, for power comparison scenarios. Who would win between Wolverine and Hercules? Weird shit like that. No Jar Jar sex scenes, no thank you. Yeah! If it were a true fanfiction, we would have a lot of Jar Jar... like... using a force choke on someone to get them off. More sex make me interested in Disney. No. Because it's Disney, they would still ruin sex somehow. Jar Jar Jackers. Leave it to Disney to ruin sex. Let's not have that. What is going on? Oh, 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 oh. It's like a very weird thing. Where if you touch these, you enable something. I recommend it drops to the floor with me choke for a struct. I didn't say stop. There you go. Do I just have to guess which one is going to go all the way to the top? I don't get this puzzle. Or maybe you just have to keep... Oh, you just keep jumping. It's kind of tricky. I feel like I could ruin this at any moment. Speaking of ruining it at any moment, I just did. Hello there, Sinister Burn. Yes, this is the very last Animaniacs game ever made. I wish I could stop the climbing for a moment just to catch my bearings. I might be dropping frames. No, I'm not. Looking at that was risky. Where is that on the... No, it is not the last Warthog game ever made. It's the last Warthog game we will be playing. It's the last Warthog game on the marathon. They still, on the Looney Tunes retrospective, they still did like some wacky races games after this. Okay, I got the thing. No, I didn't get. I got a different thing. Come back here. Ah, it gave a little chime, so I thought I had gotten the thing. Gonna have to farm more film reels after this. Also, I don't get the depth perception on that thing at the top, so I don't know what exactly I'm supposed to do there. I mean, this is a fun puzzle, but having to redo it on every small mistake is not the most enjoyable. Okay, this is the top. Okay, I think the arrow is suggesting a jump from here. Okay. Okay. That's a lot of astronauts. Okay, that one was a lot easier. We went into the platform, we left the platform, and then it teleported us. This game doesn't have boingy boingy boingy. Okay, we're almost done with this episode, then we can break for lunch. Dot, just keep doing what you're doing and everything will be great. Lights, camera, and bring me a sandwich. So that's the boss fight, I guess. No, we're still going. Music is so repetitive. Yeah, the best song is the one for the horror stages. As it usually is, right? Best songs on these games are horror Halloween themed stages. Good job, Dottie, darling. You had me on the edge of my seat. Okay, that's a wrap. Is it? It is. 4.5, we missed. 1 hamburger, 1 muffin. Password for next level. I think I have. I think I can keep going. Imagine watching that as a movie. I mean, you guys are watching. You guys are watching it. You don't have to imagine it. You're living it. Not bad, not bad. Now on to The Walls of Castle Scratch and Sniff, part 2 of our scary movie venue. My turn to be chased by monsters then? Come on, brain, you're on as well. This is level 6. So we're like 1/3 done with the game. But you can chat with me. You know, you can watch a movie, you can chat with whoever is next to you as well. It's just a tax dodge. No, apparently we're filming 3 movies to recoup the, I think it was $1 zillion that we cost in damages. That's the plot of the game. That's when you start briefing on the movie. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think it's fair that we are hunting for Dr. Snatch and Sniff. Isn't it? It's Snatch and Sniff is for the movie. It's the different character, okay. When his only crime is trying to take over the world. Ah, but he is doing it with terror and evil monsters. Exactly, and my legs are short. That's because you have it all in your head, right? Correct. So much so that I can't jump either. Not a pretty situation to be chased around by monsters. Look at the graphics. The castle of Dr. Scratch and Sniff. Wait, here is Scratch. It was written Snatch. There was a mix-up. Someone messed up. Animaniacs have reached the walls of Castle Scratch and Sniff. Crossing the moats, they find the main gate bars. The Animaniacs have no other option but to scale the broken rocks on the outer walls and go looking for the evil that lurks within. The evil that lurks within. Snatch and Sniff, it was wrong. No proofreading on this shit. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, it did say it was a zillion. Gonna shelve the movies to get a tax break. A zillion in tax breaks sounds like a lot. Oh hey, that sounds like it should be illegal. Okay, we have crossed the moat and arrived at the ruins of the outer walls of Castle Scratch and Sniff. In this scene, you learn that the access to the walls is heavily guarded by monsters and heavily secured by locked doors and other devices. Just like the rest of the game. Docking a point off for the little slip up. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be ranking the... You know... In the end, I ranked Animaniacs higher than Back in Action on the GameCube front. It's gonna be the same for the GBA front. I think this game is not necessarily as good as that last Tiny Toon game, which was the other GBA game we played recently, but I think it's pretty decent. It's solid. I think this game is solid. It might go for a little bit too long though. I think this game is gonna be like 7-8 hours. I don't think it should be that long. But you know, it's a kind of complaint that I have like with Crazy Castle. You're not supposed to play these games. It's a portable game. You're supposed to get a play session in, finish one stage, get the password and turn it off. Doc, you're sniffing the wrong thing. Yeah, I don't you hate when that happens? Is this damaging? Oh, it's the guy that talks. You need a key to open locked treasure chest. I see a key. There is a big ghost head haunting the castle. Beware, the ghost head can send out monstrous ectoplasmic jaws at you. You just made that up. Sorry, sir, you made that up. These coffins are empty, but the coffin on the other side of the wall is not. I don't have the weapons yet. Oh, there's a key here. But that's not the key we need. He's the key that you have, but not the key that you need. So he continues to look for a key because he can take it, a dark Animaniac. Yeah, I'm sorry, that was lame. Yeah, there's the key. Well done, you have breached the outer perimeter of the castle walls. You now figure out how to get up the walls. I still don't have fruits. Oh, I need to find a lever for this. Oh, here's the fruits. Those ghosts are a bit sad. It's a stack of fume rolls. This one was not empty, so I have to break it, but the ghosts are coming. Try again. Very good directing, Mr. Director. You're very good at that. The little lever thing, put it here, push this, the thing gets pushed off and it drops, we jump on it. Good. Game is fun. And now I know how these guys work, so I won't get stuck again.
What do you get when you offer a zombie a penny for his thoughts? Change!
That's a very appropriate joke because it does a zombie joke, thank you. Who dares enter my castle? Look at the sprite work. This sprite work is exquisite. Who dares enter my castle? No one escapes the evil eye of Dr. Snatchastiff. Okay, it might be a joke where they keep writing it wrong. Because now it's not Snatch and Sniff and Snatchastiff. Look at the pixel art! Yes. Yeah, the ectoplasmic jaws. They hold little skulls and the skulls drop and stays there when he dies. Some treasure chests contain keys to doors or other treasure chests. Other chests contain film reels. You should open them all if you can. Okay, I'll try. I thought those were spikes that would kill me. The monster started to appear shortly after Scratch and Sniff started his research into the Jekyll and Hyde syndrome. Snatchastiff because zombie. Oh! Oh, that's good. Thank you for pointing it out. That's amazing. You're looking at the Roger Rabbit story. You wonder what exactly did he get back because the film is very different from the film. That happens a lot, yes. Yeah, I doubt he's anywhere able to do something close to the movie. Like that was an artifact of Hollywood. That wouldn't happen again. Talked about that not too long ago. There is a crate of garlic hidden in a box somewhere. I'm trying to get all the boxes, yes. The ghost head is the spirit of the evil Dr. Snatchastiff. Dr. Scratch and Sniff's twisted brother. Okay. Snatchastiff is the evil brother of Scratch and Sniff. That makes a lot more sense. Because of the Jekyll and Hyde syndrome that he was researching, so he's actually the same guy. Plot twist. Alright. You wonder if you got the rights back because you would have to work with Disney to anything because you probably own the rights to all the designs as we know them. Anyone can make Winnie the Pooh, but not a yellow bear in the red shirt. Oh, you mean the design of him is different in general? Okay, I can't open these yet. Yeah, they did say they intended to make things. I have no idea what that's going to be like. Was a book, but with no text. We just text. Regular book, you mean? Then I get your point. Another Roger Rabbit to bind them in the darkness. Okay, that's one of the keys for those things on the right side, I guess. No, these are still closed. I have to worry about the time. Is that it? I love to work with Disney and Steven Spielberg. Yeah, me too, buddy. Tunes in the book were like comic strips in newspapers. Interesting. These guys are a bit annoying. By the way, if anyone cares, we talked a lot about Etrian Odyssey here the other day. It's part of Humble Bundle's monthly thingamajig this month. If anyone cares. Now follows an exciting scene where you come face to face with a ghost head. You use wit, speed, and a selection of vegetable projectiles to win. Right, but not yet. Because I can't open that door. Only garlic can destroy the ghost head. Okay, so I need the garlic and I need a door to switch to Waco. Probably. Etrian Odyssey. The Steam remake, remaster. You have to stop the evil doctor's Netchestiff from taking over the world. You must pass through the 3 doors into the far tower. From there you can get to the petrified garden. I'm trying to be very economical with my time. Because we haven't found the character switch yet to farm the film reels. And that's, I think, the main downside, main bad thing the game has, a timer. A timer is never good. A timer never makes a game better. Ha ha ha, you'll come no further this time. Shit. No, Alex Murphy. Zorro the Chronicles. No, I meant what is it called? Humble Choice for November. It has Etrian Odyssey HD, Pharaoh, New Era, No More Heroes 3, Total Warhammer 3, and others. But what caught my attention was Etrian Odyssey. Okay, I can't kill it because I need the garlic. And there's where we switch. I just have to find the garlic first. Well, it's a boss fight. Wait, was that all of them? Oh, there is a... There is the garlic, I think. But does Brain use garlic? You're not a member? Yeah, I don't know how much it is nowadays. I still have like this very, very old subscription that is like at a lower price or something. You can, and some people, a lot of people do. Oh, he throws garlic. You can just subscribe for 1 month, get your games and get out. A lot of people do that. Only get the ones they're interested in. So they treat it as like a regular bundle. Oh, I can't stand garlic. This wasn't a fair fight. Next time, Animaniac. Next time. Okay, let's farm the film reels here for safety. We used to do that, yeah. Because some months it can be considered very weak. For me, it's a good deal because I never have the games that they put in there. And there is some interesting stuff from time to time that I might have ended up ignoring instead. Okay, one more. Alright, can we move on? We didn't get the key. Does it drop somewhere? Did it drop from the boss? Or do I just go up there? Oh, I have to change to the brain to go there, okay. So we finish farming apparently. Oh, it doesn't cap at 50. Scratch and Sniff has created an evil twin brother by mistake. It is the evil brother that creates the monster, so you have to stop him. The monster started to appear shortly after Scratch and Sniff started his research into the Jekyll and Hyde syndrome. And that was mentioned already. I can't jump, yeah. Your brother lives in the inner castle where he is working on a super Franken monster to help him take over the world. Oh, so I think we're gonna get 3 bosses, like real freaking bosses, one for each of the movies. I forgot. But I do have to break it. So, zombies doing the thriller. There's an area near the water that is filled with secret treasures. Whatever. I don't even think getting 100% would matter in this game. I think the passwords don't take into account how much shit you got. Having masterfully banished the ghost head from the castle walls with a healthy dose of garlic, you keep looking for the 3 doors leading to the far tower. I think I might need Yako because the garlic is not stopping that guy. And I probably need to stop him. No, I'm shooting garlic with Yako as well. There is a secret nearby. I mean, I can't stop this guy. Do I just drop here? Not quite. I mean, if it is required, it's not a secret, right? It feels like it might be required. I don't know. Let's see. If you stop, snatch a stiff, we'll all be free. Please help us. You have to stop from taking the world. Must pass through the 3 doors. From there you can get to the petrified garden. Okay, we have received that before. Petrified garden, yes. That means we have to... Oh no, we got the double. So we didn't have to redo everything. Okay, I can't open that. Oh, that's still closed. Okay, maybe the other thing... Oh no, this doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, this is my preferred music here of this game. As usual, oh, he does. Okay, so I didn't have to go down. It was a secret after all. Just failed horribly. This song is good. I like it. But searches Infus himself held prisoner in the dungeons. What a twist! The other... The other guy. Yes, the other guy. Oh, this thing is open now. Oh, it's a required key. Okay. Ah, shit! Okay, we got 3 keys, there are 3 doors, that should be all she wrote. These guys. These guys. They're shooting in this direction now. Oh, and this thing goes... What in the... Friday the 13th bullshit is this? It goes over them. Okay, 1 key. Oh, but there's still more shit, okay. It's not required by any means, the game is very linear, but this game would be fun to have like a map that you could look at. These stages look interesting. I probably need that, don't I? You have to stop. You can only be stopped by defeating him in the flesh. You must find his laboratory and stop him. I'm gonna have to destroy that. Okay, that was quick. Okay, another key. Wait, didn't I come from here? I did. I think I thought I put it at. Wait, what? Was there a door that I didn't see? It's a longer loop. It has a quiet part, even. But yeah, I do think this is way better than the... Oh, there. I think this is way better than... What? Oh. It's way better than the one on the Martian stages. I think it's this, then the pirate one, and then the Martian one. None of them are offensive, other than the theme song. The theme song's a bit offensive. Yeah, the theme song is not as bad as the previous game, but it's still pretty shit. Ah, no, you're too far away. Ah. The three doors. In the scene you have just reached the far tower, suddenly you realize that the evil Dr. Snatchestiff's ghost was not defeated at all. It simply went to recharge its ghostly powers in Snatchestiff's laboratory. The final key. My power is great. My anger is without end. My vengeance will be eternal. The other one I think died on a single hit, which is why I took the risk, but whatever, we have plenty of Team Wheel. There we go. Yeah, no, now this is a proper boss fight, yes. Yeah, this is a cool design because first they show him taunting you and throwing one projectile, then you have a very quick fight with him, and then you have the longer fight, and that build up with the boss fights is a thing that I really enjoy when they do in games. Like, a boss is always more interesting when you are anticipating it. When it comes out of nowhere, it's less interesting, which is what usually happens. When the boss taunts you during the stage, stuff like that. Much better than a sudden playing mission. Yeah, no, that final boss was one of the worst of the retrospective. Yeah. Musifate, that's what happened. They took the... Imagine you get the notes to the Animaniacs theme song, right? You have the entire song in front of you. And to make it so they could use it without dealing with copyright, they just took each note and they moved it slightly up or slightly down. So it's the exact same song, but it's all wrong. All wrong, from start to finish. And it's slightly off. You're always, oh, it's the, no, it isn't. Oh, it is, no, it isn't. Your brain keeps thinking it's going to fix itself and never does. You defeated me this time. Next time, Animaniac, next time. Ha ha ha. Boom! Boom! drop them and pick them up in the wrong order. 4.5 again. We missed 3 sandwiches, 1 hot dog. So technically 4 sandwiches. A hot dog is a sandwich. All right. We're not gonna argue that, right? Oh, look, it's a symmetric password. How cute. Which makes it even more obvious that they don't store completion. You can't get 100% in the game. You can, but it can't mean anything. Brain, pink, Waco, pink brain. Alright. So with that, I'm gonna stop the timer. 2 hours, 50 minutes, coming back to this game tomorrow.